everybody. Welcome. It is 11:31, Monday, June 2nd. We want to call to order our regular meeting of the Waxahachie ISD Crisis Management Team. You should have a copy of today's agenda and the minutes from our last meeting. So I think I have to read this announcement. Announcement starting off, this is that a quorum is present, the meeting has been duly called, and that the notice of the meeting has been duly posted for time and manner required by law. The next item on our agenda, if you've had an opportunity to do so, is consideration and approval of the minutes from our previous meeting. So I'll give you a chance if you haven't had to read through those, and then we'll take a motion and to approve them.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Kriegel.
I'll second.
Second by Ms. Edmondson. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Okay, thank you. Okay, our next, will you do lunch first? Or lunch and closed session, never mind. Okay, so our open session discussion, general discussion of Waxahachie ISD's multi-hazard emergency operations plan or crisis management plan and expectations of the Texas School Safety Center.
I actually did a Zoom meeting. Sorry, I figure I'm probably loud enough. I did a Zoom meeting on Wednesday with our representative from the Texas School Safety Center as far as the updates that we know are going to have to be done this summer to our EOP. And that includes just, there's some verbiage change in the basic plan, which is the promulgation statement. And then also to the active it's an active threat annex. So there will need to be updates to both of those things. So that will be something we will meet again in August to approve. They, of course, have given the templates. They provide all the information that they want you to have in there. We just have to kind of make it ours. And list who takes on roles as far as the things for the preparedness, mitigation, response. There's two more that we'll add in. With the active threat annex, I know there's two parts in it, that it references a reunifications annex as well as a communications annex. Both of those annexes we do not currently have within our EOP, so those two annexes will also be created to make sure that our active threat annex is complete. So those are the four things that I know that will be done, and we will discuss one more thing in closed session.
Okay. So that does bring us to our closed session pursuant to section 551.076 of the Government Code. The District Crisis Management Team will deliberate the deployment specific occasions for implementation of security personnel and devices and drills in response to potential threats, particularly in relation to the district's multi-hazard operations plan, as discuss anticipated changes to the plan under 37.108 of the Education Code. The district's performance in response to intruder audits conducted by the Texas School Safety Center, and the district's vulnerability assessment that was performed by TEA. It is 11:35, and we are now going to go into closed session. It is 12:15, and we're going to resume back into open session of the Waxahachie ISD Crisis Management Team regular meeting. I can find my agenda for today. Okay, discussion item 1, discussion of continued development of SRO program and security team. Discussion there.
That's me? Okay. So, we have had a couple of people leave, but we've also got a couple of people starting. I will say that throughout the year, we rolled along. We managed a graduation with people standing everywhere, multiple emergency management calls into different areas of the crowd. The marshals, the security, and SROs all working that did a fantastic job. We are looking forward into moving into next year. Everybody is kind of already on their break, and they're taking that much needed break. But we definitely, just moving forward, we had a really good year.
Have you decided who, that may have been a question for inside, but I assume the decision has been made for who will replace Elvis?
No, ma'am, that decision has not been made yet.
I actually discussed that with Chris Dickinson last week, and that's into fall 25. So we'll have that likely by August, I would imagine. Okay,
Yeah.
discussion regarding safety training at campuses pertaining to all hazards and threats for campus 24-25 school year. Yeah, I mean, you know, we still use the duress system to monitor drills and holds and different issues that happen throughout our campus. I know right close to the end of school, we had a secure that was initiated at Marvin. There was an incident right across the street with a domestic incident, and believe the person that was inside the was thought maybe had a firearm, and so Chris Dickinson put our campus on a secure, which is, again, you know, nobody in, nobody out situation. It's always kind of interesting to do when you got parents in the building, because you're like, I'm sorry, you can't leave. You got to stay until and they're almost always really understanding that. They're like, okay, thanks. But that issue was, I think, resolved pretty quickly. I think safely. Nobody got hurt, and so. But yeah, I think I I just can't brag enough on our staff and our principals and our teachers. They take these things very seriously. They conduct their drills like they're supposed to. We know that based on our friends with the state, that our reunification drill system is, and how we've ran that multiple times, we're kind of the gold standard. He tells folks, if you want to come watch it be done right, come watch Waxahachie. We've got it down to a well-oiled machine. I know Thomas is almost always there with us. So. Yes, I don't know that we picked out a place for that. We know that the real big one is going to be when we do a full-on WHS, because that's, talking 3,000 students, and we've done elementary campuses, we've done partial junior highs, we did a partial WHS with like one hallway of kids. We did a full secondary one this year with Global, and so the next big step will be to do a full reunification drill with all of WHS. And that's going to be tough, because where you can take 3,000 people in this town it's hard to find a place, weather dependent. So, but yes, we will. I would imagine we'll have at least one in 25, 26.
I watched the Mansfield,
Yeah.
They ran like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
At Lumpkins as a possible reunification?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be really hard to keep something like that. You know, we don't like to just broadcast everything about where our site is, just because that can cause another set of problems with traffic and all that stuff. So, but yeah, that for 3,000 people, that's the venue that'll hold that plus. You know, there's a whole lot of other issues that go with an outside venue too. I mean, you're dealing with weather, heat. Alyssa mentioned multiple fire EMS calls at graduation because it was pretty hot getting started. And we were wanding and metal detecting folks as they came in with their bags because it's open to anybody and everybody. And so we just want to make sure we were secure at the venue. And so it took time to get people through it. And so we had some folks that were likely not hydrated and that kind of stuff. So we had some folks that had some heat related issues as they were getting into graduation. So, but that's the great thing about our outdoor graduation is that we don't have to limit seating. Now, it was standing room only that Saturday night, but everybody who wanted to come see their friend graduate or their kid graduate were there to see it. So that we didn't have any issues to approve from us.
No, sir.
And we don't have any discussion or possible action to approve any items recommended in closed session. Is there any other discussion from our group?
I don't know if I can take this time or not, but I would like to thank Thomas for his role on our team. I know that he is stepping out and being replaced pretty soon. He's going to get to enjoy the retirement life, but I just wanted, and he's being replaced and been training somebody that's really, really good that's going to fill his shoes. But I just want to say thank you for your service to our group because I know I have leaned on you heavily for different things pertaining to our EOP. So thank you, sir, for your service to our committee. And I hope you enjoy retirement greatly.
Thank you very much for that. I do have to let you know that we have, I've decided to delay my retirement.
Well, we take all those claps back.
We are delaying slightly, with personally several things happening, emergency management, so.
Okay.
We'll see those things through. So hopefully we'll I'll get to participate in this next year's group.
Well, when it comes, we're still grateful.
We are grateful.
You know, we've had a couple of retirement recensions at the district too. Somebody would send it in and go, I think I thought about that. I'm gonna stay. I'm like, okay, we're glad to have you. So, good deal. Any other discussion? Yeah. All right, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Krieger, second by Mr. Griffith. Everybody in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Anybody want to stay? No? Okay. It is 12:24.